Hello and welcome back to Starving Artist Courses, your all-in-one online music education resource. My name is Duet, and this is the fourth and final drum lesson video for the song Photograph by Ed Sheeran. You've made it this far, congratulations. Today we are going to wrap up this song and it's going to be great. Now, if you did not see the 3 previous videos, make sure you go and check those out first because every video is a building block for the next video that's going to come out. So today we're going to wrap everything up, do the final touches to this song, and then play it straight through so you can play along as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to be doing 3 exercises. Now, between the different sections of the song, there are little extra fills and parts that the drummer is throwing in to help transition from section to section. Now, if a song was just doing the exact same thing, streamlining all the way through, the song would be kind of boring. So that's why you need dynamics in these songs to help the song build and come down depending on what section and part that you're at in the song. So these are the little things that are really small in between, but they make a big impact on making the song really big and filled out, okay? So we're gonna learn those parts now. So for the first exercise, what we're going to do is focus on that first verse. Now, if you listen to the song, you notice when the drums come in, it starts with the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then it drops out for a moment. And then it comes back in, okay? So that's called a break. The drum comes in and does the beat, drops out, it builds anticipation, and then takes us to the next section of the song, okay? So we're gonna focus on that part. So what we're doing is, we're doing the same thing on the kick and the floor tom, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And on that 4, we're hitting the snare. And then after we do that roll, we do a break. But we're still counting those numbers. We're not playing anything, but to stay in timing, we're still in our head counting the numbers. So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So in that last 3 and 4, we're not playing anything, but you gotta go 3 and 4 and then come back in on the 1 on that floor tom. So we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate that and let's try it. Okay, so now for exercise 2. For this part, we're gonna focus on the rack tom and the floor tom. We're not gonna do as much busy work on the floor tom this time around on the 8th notes, but we're only gonna hit the rack tom and the floor tom together on the 1 and the and after 2. Then on every measure for the 4, we're gonna hit the snare. So it's gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, when we hit the snare on the 4, we're also going to hit the floor tom along with it. So when we say 4, we're going to do both of these together. Keep in mind, during that entire time, we're still hitting the kick on the 1, 2, 3, 4, along with the hi-hat. Remember, we were hitting the hi-hat open and closed all together, and we're doing that with the kick. So let's put all of that together and try this exercise now. Okay, so now it's time for the third and final exercise to wrap this song up. Now notice, when we played this song, we never hit the cymbals. We never hit the crash and the ride cymbals, right? Well, they actually hit those at the very, very end of the song. So we're gonna hit the rack tom and the floor tom again, like we just did in the previous exercise, hitting those on the 1 and the and after 2. But then right after that, on the end, we're going to hit these cymbals together along with the kick. And then with the kick, we're going to hit 8th notes this time. So it's going to be 3 and 4 and. And that's how the song kind of ends. So we're going to hit these first, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that's how we crash out the song. With that, we're hitting the kick, 3 and 4 and. So these are eighth notes now. And we're doing the same thing on the hi-hat. So we're doing a kick and a hi-hat, 3 and 4 and, while we crash on these. So we're going to try this, wrap everything up, starting slow at 90 beats per minute. Then we're going to bump it up to 108, the BPM of the song. And let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Excellent job. You just learned Photograph top to bottom in its entirety. Now, the last little thing that we're going to do to wrap this thing up, we're going to play the song all the way through on the drums at 108 beats per minute. I'm going to play it, just the drums with the metronome, and then you play along so that you can make sure that you got all of those licks, all of the transitions, and all of the different variances between section to section, and make sure you can play this song. So, let's go ahead and try this out. I know you can do this. And that's a wrap for Photograph by Ed Sheeran. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching all the videos. Keep in mind, each month we're going to be learning a brand new song. So next month is going to be exciting. We're learning something brand new, some new licks on the drums, and just ever building you as a drummer. So make sure you tune in for that. In the meanwhile, make sure you watch our cover video of Photograph and play along to it so you can make sure you can play the song in its entirety. That's very important. Again, you don't want to miss next month's videos, so make sure you subscribe. like and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. And also, if you really enjoyed learning the drums so far and you want to go deeper and get one-on-one lessons, make sure to visit starvingartistcourses.com/VIP. You can get one-on-one lessons with the instructors, and you can join the community and talk to all of our other students, and you guys can connect with one another and just inspire and encourage each other to become better musicians. Thank you so much once again for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.